As we progress into the future, the rapid development of technology, changes in societal norms, and emerging global challenges are raising complex ethical questions. These questions challenge our beliefs, values, and decisions, and will shape the direction of humanity. Here are 10 ethical questions that we may face in the coming years. 1. Should artificial intelligence be given rights? With advancements in artificial intelligence, AI, there is growing debate about whether AI systems that demonstrate signs of consciousness or sophisticated learning should be granted certain rights. If AI becomes advanced enough to exhibit emotions, decision-making abilities, or creativity, should it be considered sentient, and should its rights be protected in the same way as human rights? 2. How should we regulate genetic engineering? Genetic engineering holds the potential to eliminate genetic diseases, enhance human capabilities, and modify crops to address food insecurity. However, this raises ethical concerns regarding designer babies and the potential for unforeseen consequences. How should governments regulate genetic modification, and where do we draw the line between enhancement and natural evolution? 3. What is the balance between privacy and security? In an increasingly connected world, the need to protect personal privacy and maintain national security is constantly at odds. The use of surveillance technologies, data collection, and facial recognition tools has raised concerns about personal freedoms and the potential for abuse. How do we strike a balance between maintaining privacy and ensuring safety in a world that relies heavily on data? 4. How should we address the ethical implications of autonomous weapons? As autonomous drones and robots are being developed for military applications, the ethical concerns surrounding these technologies are immense. If a machine makes the decision to take a life, who is responsible for the action? What ethical guidelines should govern the use of autonomous weapons, and should their deployment be restricted entirely? 5. Is it ethical to colonize other planets? The idea of sending humans to Mars and beyond to establish colonies raises significant ethical questions. If we begin colonizing other planets, how should we consider the potential consequences for any existing extraterrestrial life forms? Should humanity have the right to exploit resources from other planets, and how can we ensure that we do not repeat the mistakes of past colonization on Earth? 6. How should we handle the rise of human enhancement technologies? With advancements in biotechnology, cybernetic enhancements, and gene editing, the question of how far we should go in enhancing human capabilities becomes more pressing. Should individuals be allowed to enhance their intelligence, physical abilities, or appearance? What will be the societal implications of creating a divide between those who can afford such enhancements and those who cannot? 7. What are our responsibilities to future generations? Climate change, resource depletion, and environmental destruction are pressing issues that affect not only the present but the future of humanity. As we make decisions today, how can we balance the needs and rights of current generations with those of future generations? What ethical responsibilities do we have to ensure a sustainable planet for those who will come after us? 8. Should we allow people to live forever? With advances in medical technology, the idea of extending human life indefinitely is becoming more plausible. However, this raises profound ethical questions about overpopulation, resource allocation, and the value of life. Should we continue to pursue immortality, or is there a natural limit to human life that we should respect? If some people can afford to live forever, how will this impact societal structures? 9. How should we tackle the ethical implications of automation on employment? As AI and robotics increasingly take over jobs traditionally performed by humans, there is a growing concern about job displacement. Should society provide universal basic income, UBI, to support those who lose their jobs to automation, or should we focus on retraining workers? How can we ensure that the benefits of automation are equitably distributed and not concentrated in the hands of a few? 10. Should we redefine personhood in a digital age? As people increasingly live part of their lives online, questions about digital identity and the nature of personhood are emerging. If a person's consciousness can be transferred to a digital form or if an AI can replicate human-like responses, should this entity be recognized as a person? What does it mean to be human in a world where our identities can be virtual, and our thoughts can be shared digitally? These ethical questions represent just a small fraction of the moral dilemmas that humanity will likely face as we continue to develop new technologies and encounter unforeseen challenges. They will require careful consideration, dialogue, and cooperation across nations, cultures, and disciplines to ensure that the future remains just, equitable, and sustainable for all. The answers we give today will shape the world of tomorrow, making it crucial to approach these issues thoughtfully and with a long-term perspective.